Are you ready to shift your money mindset forever? Michelle here. Welcome to the Creating Money Mindset series. This is video 1. We are going to be diving into Creating Money by Sanaya Roman and Dwayne Packer. So today we're diving into section 1, which is creating money. And it's all about manifesting. We're always manifesting. Some things are good, some things are bad. And what we manifest is always determined by our thoughts, beliefs, emotions. Yeah. So you are the source of your abundance, or you are the source of like the rough stuff in your life. Nobody else is. Not your job, your spouse, your family, the government, whatever. Like, you are the source of your abundance and everything else that manifests into your life. And by taking control, like, first knowing or acknowledging that you are in control, nobody else is in control of your life, and then 2, by choosing the thoughts that you want, based on what you want in your life and what you wish to desire. You need to choose your thoughts wisely. If you have beliefs that are coming up, work towards shifting those beliefs, and then the emotions that you put toward it, just be vigilant of what thoughts, emotions, and beliefs you are putting out into the universe. So I want you to take a moment and think about a time that you manifested something, whether it was good or bad. No, we're going to focus on good. So think about something that you've manifested that was good in the past. And I want you to think about, like, before it manifested, how are you feeling? Were you feeling confident? Did you just know, like, you had this knowing and belief? What kind of emotions did you have? What kind of feeling did you have before you manifested it? And then, after you breathe all that in, think about you manifesting that thing. How did it feel? How did it feel to finally have that thing in your hands, or that person, or that experience? How did it feel to finally be checking that thing off your bucket list, or checking that thing off your long list of to-dos or wants or desires? How did it feel? And how did it feel afterward? Like, did you go tell somebody? Did you go gratitude journal? Did you cry from just excitement and joy and just feeling truly blessed? Like, what did it feel like? That is manifestation. Manifestation is the process of bringing your ideas, your concepts, your visions, and your dreams from your inner world out into your outer world. And we're doing that all the time. And you can create that abundance in your life through, tapping into your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So there's no limit to what you can manifest. The only limit is those limits that you put on yourself. And those feelings of, do you feel worthy of it, or do you feel like it's possible in your life, or do you feel like it's possible at all? Like, everything at one time was a thought in somebody's mind. The road system, which I still think is pretty freaking crazy, computers, smartphones, Facebook, Instagram, like, all those things were a thought in somebody's mind, and they believed in it. They had emotions toward being able to create that, and they took steps every day toward bringing that thing into fruition. And here it is. So we're always creating, we're always manifesting, and the whole thing is, what direction are you manifesting in? So your thoughts are like magnets. First, you need to, like, get clear, like, what thoughts are you having? Like, be present enough to be like, okay, these thoughts that I'm having aren't really serving my highest good. Like, I know what I want, and these thoughts are not helping me get there. Or these beliefs that you, like, if you have this intention of going out and doing something for the day, and then you find all these other things to do, maybe you have some beliefs that you don't have the right tools, or you're not good enough, or you don't know enough yet. Like, you need to be checking all those things and shifting them. So the way you want to start manifesting in a positive sense is, 1, get clear on what you want. And that's with anything you start in life. Get clear, like, what is the outcome that I'm searching for? Like, what do I want? Get as specific as possible as you can without feeling stress toward it. If it doesn't feel good, like, go general, but you need to decide what you want. And through you going through your day-to-day life and living life, you can figure out what you don't want and then turn it into what you do want, because you always want to think in terms of positive, what you do want. Don't speak about what you don't want, just speak about what you do want. And then two, negative thoughts will come up. So you need to be taking the time and being present enough to hear yourself or acknowledge yourself having certain thoughts, beliefs, and emotions toward things, and be able to shift those. So if you're having a certain thought, like, oh, I don't have enough money to do this right now, or I don't have the resources, find a way right then. You can write down that negative statement and then imagine yourself erasing it, or take a dry erase board. I don't know where mine is at the moment. Take a dry erase board, write that thought down, and then erase it and replace it with a better feeling thought, or the positive thought, or a positive affirmation to take place of that. Or you can even imagine you putting that thought into a bubble and it's floating away, or even you popping it in a balloon, whatever visual it takes for you. But make sure that you're always replacing that negative thought with a better thought, so that in the future, when that thought comes up, you already have something right there in your toolbox to replace it with. So yeah, affirmations are a great way to do this, and you can create affirmations, or you can choose from a list of affirmations, and I will try to put a list of affirmations down below so that you can choose some that can help you out in your journey. So the third thing is you want to practice unlimited thinking. So with things in life, sometimes we feel like it is impossible or it's a little out of our reach until we think about something greater, or we just keep pushing our mind to new heights. So say that you want a certain income level, and we all kind of go for like, oh, $1 million would be great. But sometimes we cannot see $1 million in our head. So first it starts with, okay, figuring out, okay, how much do I really need to live this life, this dream life that I want? And then keep pushing yourself a little bit more, and just seeing how much more you could live, or how much more you could give, or how much more you could just create or contribute to the world by those levels. And at some point you might get to $1 million, or you might get to something under $1 million that feels a little bit uncomfortable, like I don't know quite how I'm gonna get to there yet. Then your lower number that you had in mind that could fund your dream life, you're like, oh, that is attainable. I see how that could happen. Even though you should never worry about the how, you just need to wonder about what you want and why do you want it, and everything else will fall into place. But once you practice that unlimited thinking, it lets you see in your heart that, or in your brain, that which your lower thing that you wanted is possible, because there's so much more out there, because the universe is unlimited. So yes, that is number 3. 4, you want to set an intention to have what you desire. And then you have to go out and take steps every day. Steps that feel good in the process, because whatever you're picking that you want, it should be something that you actually desire. When you're picking something that you want, it should be something that you actually desire having, that you feel good about having, and that you have positive emotions toward. So when you're going out and you're acting as if, and you're going to do the things that create this item that you want, yeah, things might be a little hard at times, but you should have fun in the process, and you should feel good in the process. So taking steps every day. So figuring out what that looks like for you. So I set this intention to sell however many books per month. Break that down into a weekly thing, and then to a daily thing. And then if you haven't even written the book, oh, what steps do I need to take to write the book? And what day would I like to have that done by? Stuff like that. Just breaking down steps as to how you're going to get from where you are to where you want to be, and feeling good in the process really takes you a long way. Number 5 is create a visual to keep you in drop my cards. Number 5 is to have a visual to keep in front of you that reminds you of your dream. So this could be a vision board. This could be like a vision board on your phone, like a digital vision board, or you could do like a Pinterest board, or you could just have clippings, places, or you could have affirmations in front of you. Whatever feels good for you, have something in front of you that reminds you of your goal and reminds you of what you're working toward, so that the days that you don't feel that great about taking those steps, you are like, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing this, and this is my why, and I'm going to keep working toward it even though I don't feel the greatest today. So keep something in front of you that helps remind you and that you can visualize on, because we will be working on some visualization in this book, and you knowing what you want and you knowing what that feels like for you emotionally and what it feels like when you manifest it is going to help you a long way, or help you a lot when you're doing this whole manifestation process. Yeah, that's pretty much it for section 1, part 1, that I want to share with you today. But if you found this helpful at all, please be sure to share this. Share. It doesn't cost anything to share, but you might help so many people. You might cause this ripple effect out into the world where you're helping someone, and invite them along on the series with you, and maybe you guys can like chit chat about what you learned, and maybe somebody got something different from the conversation than you did, whatever it is. And then I want you to comment below and let me know your biggest takeaway and something that you have manifested that felt really good, and then kind of the emotion that went along with it. So what did you manifest, and how did you feel once you manifested it? And I think that's pretty much it. There will be a visualization that goes along with this little section, and that will be up probably tomorrow to help you out along this journey. And I like to listen to that visualization until you become good at figuring out what you want and all the details of what it feels like and looks like, and then you can start replacing the things in that visualization with what you want. So yeah, so I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.